Hey guys, Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So the market's looking absolutely chaotic at the moment, and it's not just the market. There's a lot of things going on a global scale. And I've just released a video kind of giving my perspective on what I think's really going on, some of the bigger underlying issues attributing to this massive domino effect that we're seeing, which is driving a lot of fear and panic in the market. So on the day, we are seeing a sea of red, and we're looking at the top 100 cryptocurrencies here. If we flick it to the hour, we are seeing a small glimmer of a rebound. And this is really good to see, because what we've had is an announcement from the Feds saying that they're going to be holding an emergency meeting, and we could possibly see a rise of 75 basis points according to analysts. So once again, this is all stuff I'm going to be absorbing and looking at in the market. And when it comes down to what we're doing as a blockchain, being Terra Luna Classic, I think the best thing we can do right now is just knuckle down, focus on what's in hand, and just keep pushing forward and ignore this blip in the market. Because what's going to happen is, and DeFi is going to benefit from this greatly in the years to come, is the fact that these blips that we're seeing on a market-wide scale that are showing the cracks in the financial ecosystem are going to drive people to somewhere where they can have more control over their financial assets. And crypto, being DeFi and crypto specifically, provides that exact environment. So I think we're going to start to see a lot more people flocking to crypto, and what we need to do as a blockchain is make sure we're looking very attractive. So we have got two proposals up. We've got Frag's community pool spend, which I totally agree with. He does good work. We've got successful development, testing and deployment of Oracle split logic. This will be getting a yes vote from me. So what we're going to do now is move over to the Genuine Labs proposal. This will probably be the last video I really do on it, unless we are coming back and touching base on things if people are upset about how this has turned out. Now, what I would say to everybody in the community is this is an ultimatum. If you look at the definition of an ultimatum, this is one of those, because of a simple fact that they've given us one of two choices: accept tax to gas how it is, or don't have tax to gas. That is an ultimatum. So for me, I absorb things like this and I start to think about their ideologies, how they behave, and how they could possibly react to things in the future. But what I've been doing over the course of the weekend is thinking a lot deeper than just the surface level of this, and having a good dig and having a good scratch to see what's underneath and what we can take away from this. So there are some positives when it comes down to what they have done. And one of those was the fact that for now, they will only accept pay for gas in Luna Classic and USTC, because those are the only valuable tokens on chain. So they have introduced a system where people could add different denoms using update param proposal. I think this is pretty dangerous because, for example, if a group of validators got together and agreed on consensus behind the scenes that they wanted their new token to become a gas token, they could therefore take that under their belt and do it. So if you provide the opportunity for someone to buy a cow, buy a bucket, milk the cow, bottle it up and send it to market, they're probably going to do that. So we should probably think about these things in the future. So this is going to be getting a yes vote from me. And the reason why I've come to the conclusion of giving it a yes vote is because this is an ultimatum, and I do not want to be someone who hinders forward movement in a time like this, when it is critical that the chain is standing out and moving forward. So something to take away from this is definitely the fact that making the sender pay for all of the taxes that a contract might forward can be changed. This means we could have a developer, even if it was Genuine Labs, Strafe, or maybe Frag. We could have one of them come back, touch base on this, and correct this so people are more happy with it. And for me, this seemed like the smartest move for us as a community. I don't speak for the community, but I speak for myself. And from my perspective, it seemed like the most logical thing to do, considering the ultimatum that has been put forward to us. So in this situation, voting yes puts us into a position where we can correct the issues. And although, yes, this means somebody has to come back and touch base, it doesn't leave us in a position where we're not going to get taxed to gas and the development team move onto something else. On top of that, if this doesn't pass, we're going to see huge ripples throughout the community, and then also with the external media that be reporting on this proposal failing and the development team moving on to something else, and another thing that the Terra Classic ecosystem didn't produce. So there's always that common saying throughout life that actions speak louder than words. And I really do think Genuine Labs' recent actions speak a lot louder than their words. As we've seen the centralization of communication, which has led to this scenario, we've also seen them force us into that ultimatum, which once again doesn't feel nice. And the fact that they proposed that they themselves could take over the core repository, I'm not feeling that positive about it anymore. Once again, this can all be corrected by opening the lanes of communication. All of this current issue could have been averted by opening the lanes of communication. And if we can start to better understand the problems that lead to these issues and correct those problems, we can avert the issues overall. So if you like the content here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. And aside that, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.